Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Unconventional Outdoorsman. You people are lucky today. You get a double upload. Since I didn't post yesterday, I feel like I should probably make a second upload over this little thing. I made a video going over this little $5 fixed blade that I picked up in a little tourist shop down in southern Missouri. But do me a huge favor before we get into today's video. Do me a huge favor and subscribe. Once you do that, click the notification bell to all notifications. That way you know every time I post a new video. So this is my MTECH USA. It's basically a neck knife. What a neck knife is, it's got a necklace, and it hangs around your neck like it was just a minute ago, and you pull it out whenever you need to use it. I've had this knife for almost 2 years. I've brought it with me on multiple fishing trips. I've even brought it out of the country. Carried this in my GoPro case, and I was able to legally take it through TSA. I don't know how. Usually that's somewhat of a problem bringing any type of bladed tool with you, but yeah, I think I picked this up on Amazon. MTECH USA is not the highest quality knife company. Nonetheless, they are a pretty good knife quality for the price. Overall, it's a pretty good knife. I will say some of the problems I've had. It does rust. For example, if you're fishing, you're cutting line or whatever. I've actually cut up some cut bait with this when I went catfishing last year. And the blade starts to rust up a little bit. You can probably see it on there. Don't know if the camera wants to focus. It's pretty dirty. Use it almost every day. If I can't carry, for example, if I'm wearing shorts like I am now, I'll carry this around my neck, and it's pretty low profile. Nobody can really tell. Along with that problem with the rust, which, you know, it's the way it is sometimes. The necklace itself is not very high quality. I've had the beads break on me multiple times. So if I were you, I'd go to like Michael's or one of those craft stores and pick up yourself a better little bead necklace. It's standard stuff. You can pick it up for like $2. Some of the extra necklace stuff like that. But yeah, it does have a nice Kydex holster, as all of you know that I'm a huge fan of Kydex. I don't know if it's the actual brand, but you know, similar stuff, similar imprint. It fits in there very nice. So once you do this, stick it right in here. I've run with this thing. I've gone on runs, for example, when I didn't know the neighborhood I lived in now. It's a little bit sketchy in the winter. It's really cold. It's close to the industrial district of the city, a lot of shops and stuff. So I didn't know it too well. I'd put this on and I'd go running. I'm bouncing around. Like I said, the necklace did break on me one time, but that wasn't too bad. But usually the holster is not going to come out. But that said, it's not too difficult to pull out. For example, if you don't have a lot of finger strength, you just push up on the top of the holster here and it comes out. That's one of the nice things about Kydex. You don't have to worry about the leather fading or getting your... I've got very acidic sweat, so with certain leathers, if it's on my hip or whatever, if I'm carrying it in my pocket for whatever reason, if an establishment doesn't want me open carrying on a blade, which is hardly ever, I'll probably just rather have a Kydex. So it does have a couple of different things on here. It is a full TANG blade, which means it's just one solid piece of metal all the way from the tip all the way down with a couple little polymer style handles on each side. The lighting in here is pretty bad. I'm in my room right now and getting ready for a trip, like I said in the last video. It's got some of these little hex keys or hex screws on the side. I don't know if that's the right term. Hexagon. So I have had it loosen up on me once, just tightened it back down. That was months ago and I haven't had a problem since. It's a stainless steel, so it shouldn't quote-unquote rust, but it does. But that's probably from extended use and extended time of it being wet. And it might have been too when I took it down to the Dominican. Salt water gets on it. I will say keeping it sharp is kind of a task. Anytime I go out, it gets dulled up pretty fast due to the low quality of the metal. That's something this type of MTECH USA knife does have. You do have to worry about with it. But you know, if you've got a good sharpener, like some of the ones I've gone over in the other of my videos, it's a small blade. You can sharpen it up very, very well within about 2-3 minutes. It's got multiple finger grooves here. I've got very large hands, as you can see. The camera's pretty close to me right now. But you know, it fits in my hand pretty good, and I can rest my thumb here on the top of the blade if I'm cutting something. It's really good, for example, if I get a if my Midnight, what are you doing? A dog's acting crazy. I'll cut line or whatever I need to with it. It's very good at that, cutting open boxes. If you just need a knife for your daily work and you don't want to carry a big fixed blade like this or one of the SOG knives I've gone over in recent videos, this is nice and good. So let me put it in here and to show you how low profile it is. Look at that Guggen Squad t-shirt. Guggen Squad, if you're watching this, I would love a sponsor. So, as you can tell, unless I go like this, you really can't tell. It just looks like a nice big necklace. Weighs about 5 ounces, so it's a little bit heavy, but you know, not too much that you're actually going to notice. The necklace is pretty long, so I've got a very large neck, very girthy neck. So it does fit around my neck pretty good. Some of you smaller statured or smaller figured people, it may not fit on you very well, might be too big, so you might have to shorten the chain up or just get a new chain for it, which is never really too much of a problem. I will say if you do get another necklace, if you're wearing two, like I always usually wear my St. Christopher medal that I, have worn for years now, it kind of gets tangled up a little bit. But not too bad for 15 bucks. I really love neck knives. Like I said, fishing in the summer here in Missouri, it gets stupid humid out, like at least 80% humidity most days. So you do have to worry about, if you're wearing pants or a long shirt, it's going to stick to you from all the sweat, and you really don't want that. So something like this, it's low profile. I don't have to carry a lot of stuff in my pockets, even if I'm just carrying like a rod and reel and maybe just a small little tackle box. This really comes in handy, and it's basically worth its weight in steel. So, yeah, but MTECH USA, I would love a sponsor if you're watching this. It is low-quality knives. I do have quite a few of their knives. They're pretty low price, and I haven't had too many problems with them. I think this is the only one I've had any problem with, really, but it's just the necklace and the rust on it. But if you take care of your knives, this is more of just like my throwaway knife, for example. If I'm fishing or whatever, I'll just like not clean it. In Arkansas, when I did that trout fishing video for brown trout, I wore this all the time and didn't really have any problem with it. But yeah, so that's the MTECH USA neck knife. Wow, somebody's jumping next door here in the villa. But yeah, nice little Kydex holster. And that will be all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button if you have not. And I will see you next time.